Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, I'm glad you're jumping in with us today. This is another video in our series where I teach you step by step how to build a real online business from scratch. In case we haven't met, my name is Pez Elias. I've been an e-commerce entrepreneur for 17 years, sold millions of dollars online, and now I'm here to share what I've learned with anyone who wants to build their own online business. In this video, we're talking about something every beginner runs into: roadblocks. The doubts, the confusion, the overwhelm, the fear of picking the wrong niche, the I don't know where to start moments, all the things that stop people before they ever launch. Today, I'm breaking down the most common roadblocks new entrepreneurs face and exactly how to overcome each one. Because once you understand what's actually getting in your way, you can move forward with confidence, clarity, and momentum. If you've been feeling stuck, frustrated, or unsure of your next steps, this video is going to help you break through all of that. Let's get into it. You know that dream of starting your own online business? It's a powerful one, isn't it? The idea of freedom, flexibility, turning something you're passionate about into your actual job. But for so many people, there's this huge gap between the dream and actually getting started. So in this explainer, we're going to break down the 8 most common roadblocks that keep people stuck. And more importantly, I'll give you the practical ways to just smash right through them. We'll divide these roadblocks into 3 high-level categories. 1, mental blocks. 2, practical problems, and 3, external hurdles. Let's get started. It's important to understand that each person's dream is super personal to them. Maybe it's about escaping the 9 to 5, or building something that is completely yours, or supporting your family on your own terms. Whatever it is, that vision is your fuel. So hold on to that, because we're about to clear the path for you. And yet, even with all that motivation, you might feel like you're stuck right here. You're not alone in this, not by a long shot. Millions of would-be entrepreneurs have these amazing ideas, but just never take that first crucial step. It's a really frustrating place to be. Sound familiar? The internet is just flooded with advice and success stories and a million different tools. It can leave you with way more questions than answers. That feeling of being totally overwhelmed, it's completely normal. And honestly, it's where the first real roadblocks start to pop up. So let's start right there with the biggest hurdles of all, the ones that are in our own heads. These are the internal battles, the mindset shifts that you have to make before you can even think about all the practical stuff. And here's roadblock number 1, the fear of failure. That thought of wasting your time, maybe losing some money, or what other people might think if it doesn't work out. That can be absolutely paralyzing. That's probably the biggest one, and man, is it powerful. But the solution isn't to pretend you're not scared, it's to reframe the entire project. So stop thinking of this as some big pass or fail final exam. Instead, start seeing it as a science experiment. Your goal isn't this immediate massive success. Your goal is just to learn. By starting really small with one simple product or one service, you keep the financial risk super low. And every single step, whether it's a win or a stumble, becomes valuable data. Let's move on to roadblock number 2. Information overload. As you have probably noticed, there are endless YouTube videos, podcasts, and online gurus, and a lot of them give conflicting advice. You can spend months just consuming information and end up more confused than when you started. So here's the secret. Your goal isn't to know everything. It's to execute one path really, really well. Just pick one business model, one platform to sell on, and maybe 1 or 2 trustworthy people to guide you. And then you have to put on the blinders. You've got to ignore all the other noise until you've made some real progress. I promise you, consistent, focused action will always beat scattered, endless learning. All that information overload leads directly to roadblock number 3, this nasty thing called analysis paralysis. This is when you spend weeks tweaking your logo or rewriting your about page for the 10th time, all while telling yourself you're being productive, when in reality, you're just avoiding this scary part, launching. The way out is to understand that perfectionism is really just a fancy word for procrastination. So instead of aiming for some flawless, perfect launch, just aim to release a minimum viable product or an MVP. All that means is the simplest, most basic version of your idea that still solves the main problem. You have to get it out into the world because you can't learn what your customers actually want until you're live and getting real feedback. Okay, so once you've started to tackle that mindset, it's time to face the practical problems. Let's get into the nitty-gritty with roadblock number 4. thinking that you have a lack of technical knowledge. This is such a common showstopper, this fear that you need to be some kind of coding genius or a web design expert just to get started. For a lot of people, this feels like an impossible wall to climb. But here is the fantastic news. Technology is not a gatekeeper anymore. You do not need to write a single line of code. Platforms like Shopify or Squarespace, they're basically drag and drop. You can create beautiful graphics for free on a site like Canva. And hey, if you get truly stuck on something, you can hire a freelancer on a site like Fiverr for a one-time setup, often for less than $100. Your job is to be the visionary, not the tech expert. All right, the next question that can paralyze people is, but what do I even sell? That's roadblock number 5, not having a clear business idea or niche. Instead of waiting around for some lightning bolt of inspiration, you can actually find your idea systematically. The sweet spot, your perfect niche, is right at the intersection of 3 things: what you're passionate about, what you're already good at, and a real problem that people are willing to pay money to solve. In an upcoming video in this series, we do a deep dive into niche selection, so be sure to be on the lookout for that video. This next one is a massive misconception. It stops so many people before they even start. That's roadblock number 6. It's this belief that you need a huge loan or a team of investors just to get off the ground. Let's just put that myth to rest right here, right now. Forget about business loans and investors for a minute. Today, you can get a business up and running for less than $100. The key is to start lean. That means using free and low-cost tools to prove your idea works before you invest a ton of money. And here's exactly what that looks like in practice. You can use what are called freemium tools, which means they have a really good free version with optional paid upgrades to cover every essential function of your business. Tools like Canva for branding, MailChimp for marketing, and Stripe for payments lets you build your entire starting infrastructure without spending a dime up front. The strategy is simple. Prove your concept works first, then reinvest your profits into better tools later on. So you've conquered your inner mindset. You have the practical tools. Now, it's time to tackle the final hurdles, the external forces of time, trust, and just finding a clear path forward in a really noisy online world. Let's start with roadblock number 7, fear of scams or getting burned. The internet can feel a bit like the Wild West, right? It's full of gurus promising that you'll get rich overnight. And this can make you really skeptical of investing in any help at all. The key here is to be cautious, but not cynical. So before you buy any course or coaching, look for proof. Do they have real student results? Do they offer a lot of valuable free content first? A good rule of thumb is, if it sounds way too good to be true, it probably is. And now for what is maybe the most universal roadblock of them all. Roadblock number 8, time constraints. The fact that life is busy. You've got a full-time job, family, friends. It feels like there are 0 hours left in the day to build something new. But the solution here isn't about finding more time. It's about reframing the time you have. You don't need these giant empty blocks of time. You need consistency. Just 5 to 10 focused, dedicated hours every single week can build incredible momentum. You have to block that time in your calendar like it's your most important meeting of the week, because it is. It's about the quality and the consistency of the hours, not the quantity. And this really brings us to the core takeaway of this entire thing. You can dream and plan forever, but businesses are built through iteration, not imagination. They're built by launching something that isn't perfect, listening to what people say, and then making it better. That cycle of action and iteration, that is the true engine of progress. So I'll leave you with this one question. Not what are you going to do tomorrow or next week, but rather, what is the one small, imperfect step you can take today to move your idea from your imagination into reality? Go register a domain name. Sketch out your offer on a piece of paper. Create a quick logo in Canva. Just start. Your future business is waiting for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you're serious about building an online business, don't stop here. Most people want to start an online business, but very few actually take action. And the fact that you're here, learning step by step, puts you ahead of almost everyone else. If you're ready to keep going, the How to Start an Online Business Master Academy course is where I can guide you even more closely. Inside, I walk you through each phase of building a business with more detail, more examples, and more support that I can fit into these videos. You'll have templates, worksheets, and step-by-step lessons that make the process feel doable. If you're ready to take the next step in your journey, I'd love to help you inside the Master Academy. The link is in the description. Take a look, see if it feels right for you, and know that I'm here to support you if you decide to join. And as always, if this video helps you, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can keep moving forward with the rest of the series. I'll see you in the next video or inside the Master Academy. Thanks again.